Join. Join us. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Let's join. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Hello, if you can hear me, just type on the chat your name so I can know who I'm going to be talking with today. If you can hear me, I can see that there are some people on the live. Just type on the chat your name, introduce yourself a bit on the chat. Hi, my name is Rejoice Kosi Anerobi, and I will be taking the class today. So you can just be nice enough to write your name on the chat so I know the people in my life today. At least I can know who I'm talking with, the first set of people in my life before we start the class. So we're actually waiting a bit for more people to join because when we start, it's like hands on deck. So just do me a favor and write on the chat your name and why you're in the class today. Oh, nice to meet you, Chidimar. Nice to meet you. Hi, John. Chinonso. Nice to meet you also. Good to have you on the live today. Nice to meet you. And if you don't mind, I'll be grateful if you tell me like where you're coming from, maybe Nigeria, because I know that I have like wide audience, so I'll be grateful to know where each person is chatting from. Yeah. Hi, Brenda. I don't know if I'm pronouncing well. Brenda. Nice to meet you, Brenda. It's a pleasure. My name is Chrissy. Yeah, nice to meet you. Uh, okay, Jenny. Okay, Chidima. Today's class will be more on HTML. And so I'm just waiting a bit so more people can come in. So I'll explain. For the meantime, if you have any idea what HTML is, like you can write on the chat what you think HTML is, because I want the class to be like a very interactive one before we start the coding. And if you don't have the Visual Studio on your laptop, or you can download the Visual Studio Code, the blue one, not the purple one, because we'll be using the blue one today. So when you download the Visual Studio Code, for those that haven't learned how to download yet, I would also show you, because alongside, you will also be downloading Live Share, because Live Share, you can share your link. If you have a problem, I can help you correct it here in Canada. So distance is not a barrier. So even if you're in Nigeria or chatting from anywhere, I can still help correct your code. So first and foremost, while we're waiting for other people to come in, download the Visual Studio Code, the blue one, not the purple one, the blue Visual Studio Code on your laptop. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Okay, Jennifer, chatting from Abuja, Nigeria. Okay, great, great. John chatting from Abuja. Great, nice to meet you again. All right, so I'll just go ahead and share my screen. So if you have downloaded the Visual Studio Code on your computer, you can go ahead and type yes. I have the Visual Studio Code on my computer, the blue one. You can go ahead and type yes, I have the Visual Studio Code on my computer, the blue one, because we are few on the live. I just want to make sure that everyone is following. Okay, okay. So if you have downloaded the Visual Studio Code on your computer, just type on the chat yes. If you haven't, just let us hang on and wait for you in the next 1 minute. Okay, John says I'm using my cell phone. I think you can also download the use an online you can use an online compiler to be able to write your code if you are using your cell phone. But if you have a computer with you, it's advisable that you have a computer with you, or in the next class, you can actually have one alongside a computer or a laptop. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead now and start. So, what is HTML? First and foremost, I like to introduce what I'm teaching a lot of people, because many people do not know what HTML is. So HTML can be seen as a hypertext markup language. It's like an abbreviation for H, T, M, and L. So I'll be writing that on the chat so you can actually, I'm writing that on the stuff so you can actually see hypertext markup language. So it's basically for scripting and language. You can use it to write text, use it to write different, write paragraph. It's mainly for the text building of your web application. Imagine that you are building a website. It's mainly for the test building of. Oh, Chidima says she haven't downloaded her app yet. Download the Visual Studio app, not the purple one, the blue one, okay? So I'll continue. It's mainly for the write up of your website. So it helps people to actually see what you're doing and click on the link. So we can use hypertext markup for different category. But for today's class, we are going to be using. I'm going to introduce to you when you download the Visual Studio Code. You are going to go here. So I'm going to open this for you so you can see. First and foremost, you are going to click on File. So you are going to open new folder. So if you can see my screen, I scrolled down and I opened the K.R.A code folder. This is the folder that is open for you right now. And then you're going to go to this side where you see my screen, the plus sign, and you click on new file. When you click on new file, maybe I want to name the name of my file to be COSI. So I would say COSI dot. When you put dot, it's the dot that you use for full stop and put HTML. Don't put space because when you put space, it's going to give an error. So you go back and just write enter. And you see that you have something here, right? So now I'm going to start with day one, which I've already given you what HTML sign is. And because this is a code language, if I leave this like this, it's going to appear on the web page. So I'm just going to comment this out. So in order for me to comment this out, I'll first put the asterisk sign. If you're following along, just indicate because I want to know those who are following. So in order for you to comment on HTML, you're going to first and foremost put the angle bracket. And sorry, just a minute. You're going to put the angle bracket shifts. So this way you have commented this test, and when you type things on this place, this text that you've typed here will not appear on the screen. So this comment now is just for only the programmer to actually see what is he or she is trying to write. And when do we use comments? We use comments when we want to like indicate whatever we have, whenever we have written something and we don't want to forget why we wrote that particular code or that particular text on the website. So first and foremost, if you're writing for HTML, you have to use the exclamation mark. So we'll go beneath this and put this exclamation mark, and then this text would come up. So now everything is being commented because of the comments that I put here initially. So in order for me to close the bracket of these comments and make sure that everything, only the first line of the work is being commented. So I will just put the slash sign over here, the dash sign over here like this. And right. Mm. So now can you see what's happening, guys? So on this place, I'm going to name the title of my page. What should I name the title of my page? Maybe I'll use one of your names. I would use Brenda. So we'll name the title of the page Brenda. So when we scroll, we are going to see Brenda. So here we have Brenda. And now, so if you look at this exclamation mark, it gives us the dog type, the header where we can fill up things, the title where we can name the title of our page, the body that carries everything in the page, and this title falls under the head tag. And in this head tag, by the time we start treating CSS, we will use the inter styling or external styling where we have to create another CSS file. But for now, we are doing an introduction to HTML. So we want to write our first paragraph. So we'll come here, we'll use the P tag. This P tag indicates paragraph, right? So we can just put P, and then maybe we can write hello world. We are writing our first code on the 5th of July 2024. So the title of this web page is called Brenda, and the text that is in the first paragraph of the text is hello, we are writing our first page in the world. And I forgot to tell you guys something, but because of the life is we don't have much people, so by tomorrow we are going to have more people by God's grace. So I'm going to show you guys how to download the live share, but in the meantime I'm going to open what we've written in another page so you can have a look of what we've written. So I'm going to click here. You see that this is what you guys will be downloading tomorrow, the live server. So if you can go overnight and look at it, you'll be able to download the live server and the live share that will enable you to um share your code with me in Canada, and I can help you to edit it, or share your code with anybody who you want to code alongside with. So but for the meantime, we are just going to But for the meantime, we are just going to open the code that we've written on another computer. So we're just going to put Control S here to make sure that our code is being saved. And then we go ahead and open the file on another computer. So I'll just minimize a bit and K.R.A code. So I decided to open it on another page, and I'll be sharing that page with you guys in a bit. Stop sharing, share a window. So guys, can you take a look and see what I'm actually doing right now? I have a full screen here that says the name of the web page is Kosi, because this is the name, and then the owner of the web page is Kosi because this is the name of the folder that I saved it with. And what we have here is hello world. We are writing our first code on the 5th of July 2024, and then the name of the page here is called Brinda. So whenever you search Brinda on Google, maybe if we host this using Bluehost or GoDaddy or any hosting service, we'll see that Brinda, maybe which popular company can we use? Maybe Dell.technology or Dell.com. We can see Dell.com, and then we see the write-up or the page for Dell. But this time around, this is Brinda's page. So we are seeing Hello World. We are writing our first code on the 5th of July 2024. So before I move to the next stage, if you have any question, please drop on the comment section. So I'll be sure that I'm taking everyone along. If you have any question, please write on the comment section before we move to the next stage. If you're fine, just if you understand what I've said, you can just write, yes, I understand, then we move on. Okay, Chidima say, no, I haven't. John say, right on. Jenny, Chidima, please, can you tell me what you don't understand so that I can actually explain a bit on it before moving to the next stage? This. We're waiting for you to write. Okay, so for the meantime, I've taught you guys about the body where you can write the test. I've taught you guys about the head where you can actually do internal CSS styling, which we'll be taking when in the second week about CSL. I've taught you guys the title where you see the Brenda on the top of the page. I've taught you guys paragraphing, and I've taught you guys about the head. So now I'm going to teach you guys about different heading style. So we have H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and I think H6, right? So I'll stop sharing. So I'll show you the difference between H1, H2, H3, H4, H5. Okay. So now I'm going to share a window with you back again, back to the coding slide, and we're here. So if you can see my screen, now this H here stand for heading. So you can see that in the writing we have H1. I'll be going down again. Now we're going to put for H2. We have H3. Sorry, I have to delete this because my computer is on. I don't like writing in capital letters, so we'll start like this. H2, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So now this H here, I'm going to make this in form of comments so that everybody can see. Heading. Someone said I am breaking. Guys, are you carrying along or can you see my screen, guys? If you cannot see my screen, please indicate. I just want to be sure that everybody's going along because someone sent me a message that you're breaking and your screen is dark. Can you see my screen, guys? If you can, please indicate with a yes on the chat. Thank you. I just want to be sure that I'm talking and people are seeing what I'm doing. So I'm going to zoom my screen so that everyone can actually see. Hello guys, if you can hear me, please indicate. If you can't, let me know so that I can write. I can write, sorry. Okay. So we're going to continue back. So now here we have to indicate that this is a comment. So here, so this is for the heading, the first heading, first heading. And then this is for second heading. Second heading. So you're going to understand why I'm saying this. You're going to understand why I'm saying this very soon. So first and foremost, I'm going to put John here. I just want to make sure that I'm carrying everyone along. Then the second paragraph, I'm going to put John here again. The third paragraph, the third heading, sorry, I'm going to put John. The fourth heading, I'm also going to put John. The fifth heading, I'm going to put John. The sixth heading, I'm going to also put John. Guys, someone is complaining that I am breaking. If you can hear me, please indicate that I can hear you. If you cannot, please let me know so I know I'm not talking to myself. Okay, increase the size of your screen. You're breaking, but I think you should increase the size of your screen. All right, so just a minute so I can zoom out. So guys, is this better now? Is this better now? Okay, so good. So now you can see that in the H1, that's the first heading, I put John. The H2, which is the second heading, I put John. H3, which is the second third heading, I also put John. H4, which is the fourth heading, I put John. H5, which is the fifth heading, I put John. H6, which is the sixth heading, I also put John. So you're going to see the difference between the first heading from the second heading to the third heading to the fourth and to the fifth. So I'll be sharing my screen again with you so you can see what I'm talking about. So this here, we've done Control X. So share, and so you can see that the first one is bigger than the second, and the second is bigger than the third is bigger than the fourth is bigger than the fifth is bigger than the sixth. So they're all heading, but different sizes of heading. So this is how you write heading in HTML. So if you have any question, drop on the chat. I'll be there to answer you. And so we're actually following the steps for our curriculum for today. So for today, I've taught you about what HTML is, the head in HTML, title in HTML, what the body contains. The body is like the body of a HTML where it contains all the write-up, paragraph, and any other settings. I've also taught you about paragraph. I have taught you about different sizes for heading. So we are going to move into how to put an image in an HTML page. So I'm going to use the image tag for you. So I'll stop sharing and reshare back the screen again so you can see what I am doing. Windows here, and let's go. So if you want to write put an image in a HTML page, you just go there and put the img page. So now we need to look for like an image online. So I'll just go online and just Google for like an image. Or maybe I'll just, no, I'll instead of using my personal image, I'll just go online and check image of a lion. Link address. So I'll come here, paste the link of the image and Control S. I think this, depending on the link, sometimes we can shorten the link, but because of the time, I won't be shortening the link today because I want to make sure that we've covered so many things before the class ends. So I'll stop sharing and I would share the screen of the other page again so you can see what I am talking about. So share window. Share. So we're going to reload for just a minute. Oh, we need to save. Just a minute. Just 1 minute. I think the link is corrupted, so I have to get another link to put there. Right click, save image. Sorry guys, I need to get another image. The image of the link to that image is actually corrupted. Control V, Control S. Okay, let's go. I don't know what is wrong with the image that I'm seeing online, so maybe I'll just go for a different image then. Image. Mhm. Image of a lion. Let's get a new one. Mm, New tab. The image. So guys, can you see my screen? So we have the new image here of the lion. I'm going to scroll down. I was just so particular about getting like a lion image because I am a queen and I have the spirit of a lion. So we have the image of the lion here. I'm not going to design how I want the image to look like right now because we are not talking about CSS. We're still in HTML. I just want to show you how to include an image on a website. And to include an image for the website, you need to use the img tag. So whenever you want to include image for website, you have to use img tag. So I'm going to share back the window here for you. So I had so many corrupted links, but I was finally able to get the right link for my image. So these are one of the problems you might face whenever you're coding. So today I have taught several things. One, which is the head. I taught you how to include the doc type on your computer using the exclamation mark. Whenever you want to start the HTML, you have to use the doc type. That's the exclamation mark, which will also bring to you the head, the body, the title, and every other thing. So even in this HTML way, you can actually put, if you are doing CSS, you can put the styling tag and begin to style. But today we are still talking about HTML. I taught you how to write a paragraph. I taught you the different style for heading. And I also taught you how to put like image on your web page. So we are not designing today because we are still talking about HTML. So another stuff again that is for today that we are going to learn how to do is to write lists on our page. Maybe if you want to write a list with numbers or without numbers. So I'm going to state one thing for you guys. There are two types of lists. There are ordered lists and they are unordered lists. So well, I'm going to show you how to write an ordered list and an unordered list. But before I do that, I have a question for somebody here. Can you tell me what an ordered list is like and what an unordered list is like? So if you write on the chat, I will be able to see and read out to other people. I just want to make sure that everyone is following what I'm saying. What is an ordered list and what is an unordered list? I also taught you how to write comments also. Don't forget when you are using the comments, you have to use the exclamation mark. You have to use the angle bracket and exclamation mark for a single line comment. So what is an ordered list and an unordered list? If you have anything to say, you can put on the chat and I'll be there to answer. Okay, so no one is saying anything, so I'll just move on and tell you what an unordered list and ordered list is using the comments, okay? So when we're writing lists, we also have to write like in the, so here, I'm going to put this above the image so that everybody can actually see. So I'll use the comment also here and do this, and I'll write ordered list. So in the ordered list, we're going to use the OL. And then on ordered list, I'm also going to use the UL comments here to actually do something on ordered lists. So here we have to use like the UL. This is the UL tag. So now I'm going to list some things. What should I list? Should I list mango? Here, whenever you are using the order list, you have to use the li in between them, and then you come in and write your list. So here I'll write mangoes, mango. I'm gonna copy this again down here. Here I'll put another li. I'll have banana. Come down here again, another li. So the li stand for list. So under the li, I'm going to put some apples. Yeah, I think that's good. And then for unordered lists, we're also going to repeat the same step, but we are going down, we are using li. So we're using the li here again, and we are going to write mango. We'll come down, use another li. We're going to write banana. Come down again, use another li, and we write apples. So you can see that I've listed the same thing, but in different way, one in an ordered way and one in an unordered way. So I'm going to stop sharing and share my screen of the window with you again so you understand what I am trying to say. So over here, I'll go to the window here, share the screen. We put this place so you can see the difference between them. So can you indicate which one is ordered and which is not, which is unordered? You can write on the chat. You can tell me maybe the first set is ordered and the second set is unordered. So I know that everyone is following. Can just tell me which one you think is ordered and which is unordered. I can see that I have 4 people watching me, and just to be sure that I'm talking to the right people and I'm not wasting my time, you can write. I want to make sure I'm carrying everyone along. Which of the list do you think is ordered and which do you think is unordered? Okay, so these are the ways that you write, make a list using HTML. So I've thought, okay, Chidima said ordered list is the first one. Guys, do you agree? Do you agree that the ordered list is the first one? Okay. Um, so now we are going to move to the next stage. And the second one is on ordered list. Okay, that's great. That's good. Because the first one, you can see that the numbering system there is correct. And the second one, you can see the bullet points. You can decide not to put them if you are making like a proper website. You can decide to take off the numbering and the bullet points. But because today we are just talking more on HTML, we are not diving into the design part of the website. We're only talking about the hypertext, how to make different types of text, putting of images, links, and all those things to make the website. So we're not going to dive more into the advanced part of HTML. This is just like the beginners part. And then the next thing that I am going to give you guys is a practical. But I don't know if everybody here is using their laptop, or some people are using laptop and some people are using computer. So for today's section, we are just going to ask few Q&A question, and we're going to wrap it up. And the next time we're going to have a class, I hope the setup would be better. That's tomorrow. I'll make sure that all the setup is better, and then we can go more into the advanced part of the class. So if you have any question, drop on the chat box. I'll be able to answer them, and I'll also ask my own personal question, and if possible, see what some people have done. I can I can collect some requests to see what many people have done if you're actually coding alongside with me. Okay, John said I went off for a bit to do some network due to some network, but I'm back now. I will still go back and follow up later. Okay, great, John. It's a pleasure to know that you're actually interested in what I am doing. So, guys, do you have any questions from what we've done today? Any question at all that you feel that you are not clear about and you want me to clarify? I can scroll down the web page for you to actually see. This is a bit. I just don't want to put too much in everyone's head today. So we talked about paragraph. We spoke about the heading, the title, sorry. We spoke about the title, which called Brenda, because the title of our page is Brenda. We also talk about heading, different form of heading, H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. We spoke about ordered and unordered list. And we also spoke about how to include image on your web page. Any question, guys? Do you have any question for today? Okay, so if there is no question, I'm going to treat one more thing before we go. So I'm going to show you how to add link to your web page, how to add link to your web page, and then we go. So if you want to add a link to your web page, we use what we call the anchor tag. What is the anchor tag? The anchor tag is just a letter word A. So we're going to put here the anchor tag. You can either put, I'm going to show you tomorrow how to use just A and A blank, but for today, I'm just going to go with A. So we'll put A here, and then we are going to include the link of what we want right there. So I am going to find a link of what website should I find? Link of Snapchat. No, let me not use Snapchat. Let me use guys, if you have any suggestions, tell me so I can use a link. Even if it's like Davido's music, Whiskey music, or anything, just tell me and I will use it. Drop a link on the chat and I will use your link to be sure that everyone is following me. Someone should please drop a link on the chat and I will definitely use the first link that I see. I'm still waiting. Okay. Okay, so I just go ahead and get a link. You can drop a link of a video, a movie, anything. But I'll just go directly and get a link from embedded link from YouTube. Control C. And I'll go directly to our code and I'll place the link here. So I got an Instagram link. So you can see that this is called the anchor tag and it comes with like a href where you put the Instagram link. So when you put an Instagram link or any kind of link that you want, when you load the web page and you click on the link that you see. Okay, so I'm going to go back again. Sorry. I'm going to go here and I'm going to type a test here. I'm going to put click me. Click me. That's what I'm going to put. And I'll take you to the web page again here, over here. Yep. So I'm sharing the web page with you and I'll go on screen. So you can see that we have the link here with click me. So I'll click on the link and it takes me directly to Instagram. So guys, can you see? So that is how to write a link on HTML. So I'm going to call it a day today. Thank you so much, guys, for attending today's class. And I hope you understood what I have taught. And tomorrow we'll be looking forward to going in depth and covering much more. But because of the time, we're going to stop here today. And we knew, and I know we faced a lot of challenges, especially setting up the live, but I hope that tomorrow is going to be better. Thank you. Yeah, Chidima, thank you too. I'm going to remain here for a while. If you have any question, you can actually drop and ask. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brenda. You are a website today. So we made a website with your name. I'm grateful. Uh, if you have a question, I'm going to keep the live on for a while. You can drop the question. I'll be here to answer. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you. So I'll also be posting the video so that for those who miss, you can actually go along and take a revision, especially for those who are not with their laptop or their computer right now. So um, you can actually go back and actually watch the video. But today's class was actually short, but tomorrow will be better and at least an hour long so that we can actually go further on HTML. Yeah. And tomorrow will be better because we won't have problem with our life. So guys, I'm going to end the live here. Have a nice time and bye.